Hey guys, welcome back to the SweetPea Chickadee YouTube channel. I'm Brooke.
I'm Kimberly.
And we're coming to you from Haymarket, Virginia in the United States. And the date today is...
April 25th, 2021.
And this is episode 11.
You can find us on Ravelry and Instagram. Ravelry, you can find me on Ravelry at Karmeni, just my first initial last name. You can find us on Instagram at SweetPea Chickadee. And we also have an email address.
Yes, we do.
I'll just put that down below because it's really long. It's really easy, but it's really long.
All right, and welcome to the new viewers. Thank you for checking us out, and welcome back to the
returning
viewers. I cannot think of the word, but I did. Returning viewers, and thank you for sticking around for episode 11.
This is a primarily knitting podcast, but we also have lots of other crafts. Like I know I have like on my whips crochet, knitting, and also cross-stitching, sometimes embroidery, but we include all the crafts here. We are a mother-daughter podcast. This is my teenage daughter, Brooke. She's a freshman in high school. I also have a freshman in college son named Damon and my husband, and we all live here at our, I guess, farm. It's not really a farm, but we have a lot of animals. We have a horse, a chicken,
four dogs,
two cats, and 2 cats. I think that's it, right?
Well, and we have our pet geese out there.
Okay, they're not ours, but they hang out here, so we're gonna name them soon. Thanks,
seriously, yeah, we are. I need to brainstorm.
Okay, first up, this has been a long. This will be, buckle up, guys. Go grab a drink, grab some coffee, grab some wine, depending on the day or time of day, what you're doing. This is gonna be a long podcast because it's been a month, I think, because we did vlog last weekend.
Has it?
Because it was local yarn store day, so I did put that out. But it's been like a month since we podcasted. So I have a lot to show you. I've actually had to redo my show notes 3 times because we were going to podcast and then we didn't. So then I finished things, I cast on new things, I bought more things. So lots of good information and content in this video. I do that all the time with long podcasts, actually. I will pause it and then watch the rest again later. I do that all the time. So just a little forewarning that you may need to do that with this one. What has been happening the last month? Okay, first of all, it's a long time to say, but I've gotten 2 COVID vaccines. I am fully vaccinated. I just got my second one today, so while I was still feeling good, I'm like, Brooke, let's hurry up and podcast. I still feel great. Let's go ahead and get this done. Brooke got tried out for her high school lacrosse team, and Brooke, what happened?
I'm a JV, and I'm actually a lacrosse goalie, so I am the JV lacrosse goalie for my high school team.
So exciting. So she actually has 2 games coming up this week, so it's already getting weird and crazy. It's not really that crazy, but the fact that we've been in quarantine for a full year and not really doing anything, and now we're doing some things, makes it feel like it's crazy. Yeah. We're like, we have all this stuff to do, but really not. But she's got her first 2 games coming up this week. It's really exciting, so wish Brooke luck. And last weekend was local yarn store day. We had so much fun doing that. Okay, first of all, editing these videos are like, okay, I don't know if other podcasters like editing just takes so long, but editing the vlog was so fun because a lot more videos and music and clips and funny things people said, and we got to see all of our friends, and Brooke got to meet a lot of them. And it was actually really funny because a couple of them were like, hey, Brooke, they came up to her and she was like, hi. Because they're like, oh, wait, you don't know me. Because they feel like they know Brooke, 'cause I talk about her on our knit nights, and also they see her on this podcast. So they feel like they should know her.
They're built-in friends.
Built-in friends, yeah. I'm like, you have some fans, Brooke. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was great. I was signing autographs on my way in. People were asking for some pictures. I was like,
it was actually really,
pictures.
It was really funny because I was like I had like my little I use my phone to record. My phone on this tripod though. It's like a little mini one. And I'm like, people are going to think we're some kind of like big time podcasters, but we're not. We're just like, but it was so much fun and got to see everybody. And we're not going to show any of those. Well, the acquisitions that I now have cast on, you'll see those. But if you want to see those acquisitions, I'm not counting those as part of these acquisitions because that took a whole nother.
That's a separate video.
At the end of the vlog, we recorded and went through all of our acquisitions and talked about our plans. And I've actually casted on a couple of those. So stay tuned for that. Do you want to jump right into it? Anything else to say, Brooke?
No.
Before we get started? Let's just jump right into faux. So I actually have quite a few. Now, I do have quite a few because it has been a month, but also I get to share some of the baby items I know a couple episodes ago I was making. They have been received and loved, and it was so exciting, so I can definitely show those. Obviously, I can't show them to you because I don't have them, but I'm going to include pictures on the screen as I talk about them. So the first one up, I actually made 2 Barley Hats. I made, because there's an older sister and a newborn baby, so I made the electric purple, and basically I coordinated these hats. Right here, this is in my Scrappy Angel bag, retreat bag. She's gonna have an update soon. These are the 2 colors I used, and I got these at my Needles in the Haymarket. Oh my gosh, it's all tangled. Anyways, Brooke, do you want to show these 2 colors? I alternated them depending on what, like for my older cousin's hat, Cora, she had this main color. Now, it looks pinky on screen. It's more of an electric purple.
Yeah, it's definitely more of an
electric purple. This looks gray on screen, but it's a very light lavender.
Mm-hmm.
So I did this for the brim and this for the main hat for Cora, and then for Camilla, the new baby, I reversed it. So they had like matching, but not matching. It was really cute.
I just realized they do C's. They're both C's.
Yeah.
I just put those pieces together.
Well, my cousin's name is Chad. He's a C. But Ashley's an A. That's his wife.
Wait. Okay. Anyway.
Anyways. Neither here nor there. So I made matching Barley Hats, which are super easy. That's by Tin Can Knits. And then I made little booties, which, okay. You think making booties, baby booties, is easy. It looks easy. They're small. They look fairly simple. The instructions are like 1 page.
And spoiler alert. It's wrong.
It's so hard. Okay, the ones that I chose, I was trying to make them crochets faster. So I'm like, I'm just going to crochet these. And I tried 2 different patterns. One I even paid for. And I was like, what is happening? Mine is not turning out anywhere near the picture. I don't know what's going on. And of course, I'm like, if I'm giving these as gifts, I'm a little bit more of a perfectionist than if they were like my own. So here is, I don't think I do have the leftover yarn. So here's a little bit leftover yarn, but this is like one of the fails. These are like the fails. What do they call those like shows where they like bake and it's like
nail it or fail it?
Yeah, nail it or is it fail it?
It's like nail it or
it's called nail it or. Anyways, this is the fail. So Brooke, you want to show this good idea of the colorway. This is the colorway I used.
It looks like an elf shoe.
The leg is humongous. Brooke, do you want to show it up close?
Just tell me, guys, you don't think like a little elf will be walking around Santa's workshop wearing these?
Anyway,
I love you, Mom.
I'm gonna include here. Well, first, here is the yarn. So this is by Sidar and Snuggly. So Snuggly Spots, and it is the colorway. There's actually a name on it. Gumdrop, which I think this is more like rosebuds or flowers. I wouldn't say gumdrop, but that's the name of it. Brooke, do you want to hold that up?
Maybe they like gumdrops.
I guess. So that's Gumdrop. And I used a skein, of course, of extra because I have this left over for the booties. And I also made a matching hat. So you're going to see the matching hat. I followed the Barley Hat instructions for that, but I just did not do the ribbing on the front. So I just made a plain hat. You see, I also did like little contrasting color of pink in there. That's just acrylic that I already had laying around. The booties I made are out of I found these in this book, Simply Baby, which I don't think I've ever used before. Because back in the day when I got all knitting books, like before really Ravelry or in the beginning of Ravelry, when I had tons of books, I still have tons of books, but I don't buy them as often. But I finally found these little cuffed booties in there. I thought they were so cute. And so I made them based off of this, and it was actually quite easy, and it didn't take very long, but these were knits. But I knew for knitting I would have to seam, and I'm anti-seaming as much as possible. I hate seaming.
I think for like 3 days, I would keep walking into Mom's room, and she'd like look at me while she's doing with the boots. She'd be like, and then I'll be like, so
why are these so hard?
I was like, so you still working on those boots, huh?
Why are they so hard, guys? Booties, they were so small. Anyways, they turned out.
But then you were so proud of them.
Super cute. So go ahead and look at. I'll show the picture. But they're so cute. I made a little set with the hats, and it actually turned out really well. Thank goodness, because it was looking horrifying for a while. And to go back, I totally missed this, but to go back to these 2 yarns, I use Universal Yarn Uptown Worsted for both. So you want to show just like one of the one of them because they're both pretty much the same. They're anti-pilling, or this one was Pale Orchid, and what's that one?
Panic Purple.
Panic Purple. See, Electric Purple. Panic Purple. So those are the colors I use, and like I don't even remember, the like leftover pink I had of acrylic and stasho. I like to make things that are easy to wash for people, especially if they're not used to having hand knits, especially for babies. You're going to wash them all the time, so I was really happy, and I also made No Scratchy Mitts by Amy Holleran. They're just these cute little plain white no scratchy mitts for babies. I know some babies scratch their faces more than others, so you don't really know until like you have them. Like my kids didn't really scratch them too much, but I know other babies that did a lot. So they're just super quick and easy little no scratchy mitts. I just made them in whites, just kind of go along with the theme. Anyways, next up for faux. Okay, so those are ones I had done a while ago. So now we're going to current. My next Musselburgh hats. Okay, so this is Musselburgh hat. If you guys are all keeping count, number 2. But this is, both of them were in, what kind of yarn, Brooke? Amplifier yarn. So this is Library Magic color, or not my Library Magic colorway. It's Amplifier yarn's Library Magic colorway. Do you want to hold it up?
I am in love with this color. It's just definitely Library Magic vibes.
I love it. I love how it didn't pool. I love how it's like faded, pixelated striping. I wouldn't even say it's micro striping. Like it's so cool and so pretty. Erin at Amplifier Yarn does an amazing job. I just love it. And it's neutral. Like when I was almost done with this, my husband was like, that's awful neutral for you. I was like, I know. I was so excited. Like Erin brings out the neutral vibes in me. Like I love all of her yarn with the neutrals. But I figured this would be a great one that's not like a bright color that would look great with my hair, and it would look good with like a lot of different things. But if you guys don't know, Brooke loves this trick. Okay, this is the Musselburgh hat by Ysolda Teague. I don't think I've said that. I made the adult large size. Go ahead. Whee! So this is what you make. For those of you who don't know what a Musselburgh hat is, I mean, if you've missed the like Crazy Sock Lady Musselburgh hat train, I mean, I'm sure everybody's on that. But here's what it is. And I basically picked, like, this one pooled a little bit right there. I'm like, so I tucked that one in. Not that I don't like it, just you can pick whatever side you want. The Musselburgh hat, I pretty much wear it, like, here's what, I got the adult large. So here's what it looks like all slouchy. I like its perfect amount of slouch. You can fix it however you want it. But what I found myself doing, which I never do to any other hats, I've worn it more like this. Because it's just so warm. Mm-hmm. I just love this. I love it. It's just, it's warm. It's not, it like fits your head perfectly. I mean, I do want to try like the next size up to see how much slouch I can get. Although I know the length will change. But anyways, if you guys know my trick, let's fix this. I use the entire skein of yarn minus like a gram or 2. What I do is after I do the increases, because you start from one end, after I do the increases, I weigh my yarn, see how much I have left, which I already know how much it is for this. I need about 9 grams to do each increase or decrease. So I always knit until I have 10 grams left to give myself like a gram barrier, and then I decrease and I have about a gram left. That way I use the entire thing in yarn and I have all the slouch I want if I wanted, or enough room to pull up as much as I want. But yeah. Musselburgh hat. Library Magic. This is how it knits up. If anybody have seen Library Magic off Amplifier, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Next up, I finally finished Damon socks. As you guys know, they take me a long time because number 1, they're not for me. Number 2, they're not really for a gift, so there's no deadline. Number 3, what size is this, Brooke?
15.
Size men's 15. Okay, I mean, it's like very loose on this. This is for my husband. He picked up this yarn. This is Ancient Arts yarn in the Road Less Traveled colorway. It is in their Super Socknado base. I every time I watched it back when we were talking about these, I kept saying Socknado. I don't know why I said that.
That's not what it's called?
I think it's based off the word tornado. Socknado. I keep calling it Socknado. Even though when I would talk about it with people and I call it Socknado, when I said it on camera, I changed the name pronunciation.
It's a little weird.
It is weird. I'm like, why do I keep saying it that way?
I don't know.
I mean, it could be that way, but I think it's Socknado. Like Sharknado and Tornado. Socknado. I think that's what it is. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So if you guys have used Ancient Arts yarn, it's a little bit of a thicker, plumpier fingering. So I only cast on 64 stitches for this when normally he'd be a 72. I do 2x2 rib, just stockinette, fish lips, kiss heel. Sorry if you guys hear the dog. Fish lips, kiss heel, rounded wedge toe. Just my standard whatever. But I realized, and I used this one because it was a 150 gram skein. So it was a super sock NATO. So it was a 150 gram skein. I knew I needed more for his giant feet. I was kind of testing it out. I did like a longer foot than normal, or longer leg than normal. And I used 99 grams for this. So I figure it'll be a little different with like regular sock yarn where it's like thinner. But I think I could do like an entire skein and just barely get it in it. And usually I will do like, you know, contrasting heel or cuff or something. I can always add that in. So I guess we'll see. But it's done. And I finished these pretty much right after we recorded last time. So I was like, oh, Damon, it's okay. We're going to recording in another week, so I'll give you your socks. And it's been a month, and he's like, when do I get my socks? I'm like, we're almost done. We're going to record. So he's so excited he gets to wear his socks now, although now that it's almost hot. Although it is super cold, which is why, oh my gosh, I didn't talk about what I was wearing. It's cold. That's why I'm going to wear my fancy shawl because I'm like so cold. But yes, first, done, bow. Okay. But let me pause really quick. This is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Francie shawl by Raging Pearlwind, which is Rebecca McKenzie. I did this as a test knit. And I did want to kind of show you guys. So there's like 3 different sizes. I made the large size. The medium size is even quite large as well. I made the large size because I'm tall, so I like to do this. So I just want to show you guys like how, like, look at this. I'm almost 5'11". I mean, look how big it is. And it's so warm. I love it. And I love that I picked like a neutral, like a regular solid color.
It's one of my favorite things that you made.
I literally grab it all the time. I have other ones that I love that are so bright and colorful, but like when I'm trying to match things, this just goes with everything. It's so nice. Okay. Next up. So my next faux, you guys won't even have seen the whip because I literally cast it on, finished them in a week. But I cast on some little shorty socks. So these are some birthday socks for a special someone that has not received them yet, because I still have them, obviously. And I knew she liked this yarn, and so I like some Desert Vista Dye Works scraps I had left over. This is Radioactive Zombody, if you're a Desert Vista Dye Works lover. And then I use a contrasting heel from one of my Row 1 minis, and it was Threadhead Knits Co. in Derby Girl, and I actually have some of the yarn left. You want to show it, Brooke? It's Derby Girl by Threadhead Knits.
I picked it out for this.
And this is the Radioactive Zombody leftovers. It's like probably one of my favorite colorways that she makes. It's like so super bright. So if you guys can see this, okay, magic loop 2 at a time, or even just magic loop people, please help me. Because look at this line. I mean, okay, I blocked them. I did block them, so the line's not as bad, but I can see it. Like whoever the recipient won't see it, and it's not like affecting the sock. But look at it looks like a seam. I don't know. I did them 2 at a time toe up, which is cool. I got the toes a different color. That's what everyone loves about it.
Well,
so fun because I wanted to try it 2 at a time, and I want to try toe up. And I made my husband's like thick socks for Christmas, which are worsted, so I had no problem with that. And I know it's because I'm pulling it too tight. That's what everyone keeps saying. But then when I was when I started seeing the line, I went loose, and then it was like looking like it was too loose. Like it was, and so I had to go, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather it not be loose. I'd rather it just be a tight line. So I went tight. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, you guys. Comment below if you have tips and tricks for this, because I want to be a 2 at a time toe up lover, especially for pattern socks, because I have, one sock problem when it comes to pattern socks. Like, I don't want to do the second sock sometimes, so I want to do 2 at a time toe up. And but a line on both sides, like looking like I seamed this bad boy, it's annoying me. I don't like it. Please help me. Please help me.
Well, I'm thinking like when you wear them, these are going to be on the sides, so like...
No, nobody notices. Like, She's not gonna notice. It's not gonna notice when it's on your foot. It's good. And then I even heard that after a couple times of wearing it, it's gonna disappear. However, when I'm taking pictures of it, and when I'm done, I'm like, ugh, perfectionist knitting people, tell me. It's just, but they're so pretty and bright. Pretty. Love them. All right, last but not least, another pair of socks. You guys, I feel like I've just been socks. These are my April, which I don't even know if you guys didn't even see me cast on the April. These are the April Desert Vista Dye Works socks. As you guys know, if you've watched before, Desert Vista Dye Works is a yarn dyer. She does self-striping yarn. She also does other yarn too, but she's really famous for her amazing self-striping yarn. She does like this yearly knit along where if you make socks out of her yarn each month. So you have to start at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month, or before, by then, whatever. You submit it on Ravelry, and then at the end of 3 months, you get a 30% off discount if you stay on track, which is amazing. I already got my 30% off discount. I have to use it by a certain time. Don't worry, I'm already like, which colors do I want? I'm already picking. And then if you do it for 6 months, like you keep doing it for 6 months, you get a free skein of yarn of your choice, which is really cool. Then if you keep doing it for the whole year, she gives you a free skein of yarn, but in a specialty colorway that she only dyes and creates for the knit along. So it's just really fun. And I already like her yarn anyways, so I'm just doing it and just seeing where it goes. So this is my April color, and this was the Reykjavik. It's the capital of Iceland. Reykjavik, yeah, I think. Reykjavik colorway. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. And I cast on for a kick in the pants or something pattern, which is like slips, like looks like a little indent each stripe. I thought it'd be something fun. But once I got down to like back after the ribbing, I realized that the pattern tells you to cast on. I cast on my regular 64 stitches, and the pattern actually says you have to cast on like a different number. And I'm like, oh, oops. I'm like, whatever. I am not ripping out my cuff. Sock knitters, I will do anything before ripping out that cuff, literally. So I'm like, nope, not gonna do that. So I'm like, so I just did a couple texture stripes, just super easy. I don't know if you guys can see. Brooke, you want to show up yours? A couple texture stripes. And each of these are different sizes because each of the colors are like, these are not all the same color, like the same amount of rows. So they're just different sizes. And I did that on purpose. I like it. Mm-hmm. They're fun. So yeah, and I did shorter legs. I did a 60 row leg when I usually do at least 60, but then lately I've been doing like 75, and these finish so fast, and I was like, I'm gonna do this forever now. I got done way earlier. I'm like, man, this is nice. I did an afterthought heel for these. I usually always do an afterthought heel for the self-striping, unless I'm gonna throw in a contrasting heel. Then I'll do fish lips kiss. Yeah, that's my decreases. You like it? Mm-hmm. This is the afterthought heel. I like it for the bullseye effect it gives. I love it. I know, right?
That's what you, when you said bullseye, I thought you were making up words.
No. You know what a bullseye is?
I know what a bullseye is.
Do you see how it's bullseye?
Yeah, no, now I see it. I just thought you were like, oh, look at this. I think it's a bullseye. Bullseye.
I just make up stuff. I mean, that's true. I do sometimes. And I do a rounded wedge toe. So I just do stockinette, rounded wedge toe, afterthought heel, 64 stitch cast on, and just stockinette, except for my cute little textures right here. And it makes it like a little bit of a slouch right there, which is kind of fun. So anyways, these are done. That's so many faux and so many socks. And I feel like, I mean, I did knit these and the other ones, but like these ones were like almost done. Oop, almost hit myself in the face. These ones were almost done. So yeah. Yay.
All right, guys. So now we're moving on to whips, which are works in progress.
First up in my Scrappy Angel, which another I obviously love. If you watch my videos, you know, I mean, Scrappy Angel is my friend, but I love her bags. Like, love, love, love.
Even if she wasn't your friend, I think you would still buy her bags. Because they're amazing.
The only reason, like, I just got them sooner because, like, she's my friend, and I knew when she started making her bags. And actually, she was making bags for herself, and all of us friends were like, you need to make your bags and sell them so we could buy them, is basically what we were saying. Because that was back in the day when we could actually see each other at knit nights. Now it's all virtual. Back in the day. There's another retreat bag, Scrappy Angel. Let me just talk about retreat bags really quick. It has the wireframe top. It's got pockets inside. This fits sweaters. It fits, I had all those baby items I was making all in one. It's got my shawl I'm talking about in here right now. I mean, I've got 2 skeins of yarn and a shawl. Look how much room is in there. So much room. 2 pockets. It comes with a little angel. It's probably not the best one. A little angel charm, but I took mine off and used it. Anyway, sorry. But wireframe, it's got handles, and it does sit up.
When you have stuff in it.
When you have stuff in it, and I'm not holding it, it sits up by itself. See? And it'll stay open. So I have it open when I'm working on my project, but then I've got cats, and they will steal my yarn, and so I will just close it and zip it right up, and it's good to go. It's got handles. I love this thing. I love how it's wireframe on the top, but squishy on the bottom, because it can stuff into other bags or whatever. Yeah. It's amazing. So, Scrappy Angel, I'll link her below.
Alright, so this is Still Pretty by Lavanya Patricella. Lavanya Patricella. I'm so sorry about your name, but I'm pretty proud of myself for what I did.
Okay, so this is a brioche shawl. It's actually my first real brioche project. Like, I kind of did one when I was teaching myself, like, 2019, I guess, maybe, and I just, like, didn't do it again.
2019, man. That was a good year.
Long ago.
That was a bad year.
All right, you want to hold this way and shut up close? So, as you can see, I got my Whiskers and Stitches gummy bears. This is where I was the last time I showed it. I think the very last podcast I even showed it. So, I've actually made some good progress. So, I've got these two colors by Kim Dye's Yarn. I'm going to show the ball bands and read off the names here and look at the back. Now, this is supposed to curl out because it says in the pattern. She's very clear about that. This is supposed to curl under because this is the top. So you wear it like this, and when you wrap it, it just automatically like curls under on purpose, which I love because I love when my stuff curls under, or else I'll try to make it curl under or make it curl out. I don't like it when it's kind of floppy. So I love this, and it's so pretty. And this is based on what?
That's what I was about to ask. This is Stranger Things, and it's based off the Demogorgon.
I think. I mean, I don't know if it said that, but it's definitely a Stranger Things. Still pretty, and it looks like the Demogorgon, but pretty. That's why it's called Still Pretty, I think. Love this. My gummy bears. So these are Whiskers and Stitches gummy bears. I actually brought up the rest of them. Okay. Whiskers and Stitches. So I picked the three. I was kind of matching. I was having fun matching my little. And then these are the rest of the ones that come in the set. They look literally like real. Like, my husband's a gummy bear lover, and when I got them in the mail, he's like, "Ooh, gummy bears!" He almost thought he was gonna eat one, and then I told him they were not real.
Oh, that would have been funny.
About to ruin my stitch marker. I don't want to do that. So these are great because these are stitch markers / progress keepers because they unhook. They're like the earring kind of dangle or whatever. But here is the yarn. They could be earrings, but they're not. They're my stitch markers.
Oh.
Okay. No. So here is the yarn, which I don't think I showed the ball band last time. That's Kim Dye's yarn. If you guys don't know who she is. Virginia Dyer. Love her. She's got amazing colors. Oh my gosh. And so the white one, or the white one with speckles. Brooke, you want to hold it up while I say what it is? So that one is Spring Lawn on her Philo sock base, which is 80-10-10 superwash merino cashmere nylon. I love the pops of color. You might want to hold it out next time. I think it's blurring.
So what do you mean, like hold it like out like this?
Yeah, so where it focuses.
Do you want me to like do it like that?
Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then the green one, Brooke, you want to swap out?
I will swap out.
The green one, which I love as well, is acrocarp, which is, I looked it up, it's a type of moss, which makes sense because look at all the tonalness.
So you can't exactly see it, but there's definitely like a whole bunch of different shades of green in here. You can't really see it that well.
Browns and tans.
But you can definitely still see like that blue that's in there.
And I think it's on her rye sock base, which is 70-20-10 superwash merino, yak, and nylon, which is why you get the browns, I'm assuming, is why the yak is in there. Mm-hmm. I love it. So pretty. Kim is amazing and has a great name because they're both named Kim. And I love her. Oh my gosh. Whenever we go to, it's like one of those ones where you go to shows and she has all of her yarn out and you're just like, you know, when you can't, it's hard to buy because you want them all. Mm-hmm. It's like, I love all of these things. And all of her bases are amazing. Anyways. So love that. So I'm getting there. It's, you know, it's not going to be a huge shawl, which is why I picked it. It only takes these 2 skeins of yarn. Sorry about that. That was one of our mini animals. Because I know, I promise, so Kate and I, my friend Kate, which I did an episode with her, I don't know if that was like 7 or 8, but we're going to knit Stephen West's Flying Foxtail shawl together. And so while we were waiting for that, because I knew that wouldn't be until like May or June or something, I wanted to like, before I tackle Stephen West's crazy amazingness for brioche. I need to like basically get a good handle on brioche, and I didn't want to do basics. I've already done basic brioche. I wanted to get used to like the increases and the decreases and all that good stuff, which I have. So I'm really excited about this. But I do want to finish it before I cast on another brioche shawl. I don't want to have two going, because then I won't. You guys know me in my whip stash. If you guys haven't seen, go back to the beginning of the year when I brought out all the whips. Yeah, a lot of those you guys haven't seen again, have you? You saw it then, and it's now April, and we have yet to bring it back up.
Can we just talk about how Mom? I remember because we were talking about like what we were gonna do for our podcast, and she's like, "Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about all of our whips." And I was like, "Okay, so the ones you've been working on, not even those, including the ones that I have in that pile over there." And I'm like,
and Brooke's like, "How long is this gonna take?" Basically.
But it was a fun episode, though. All the episodes are fun to make.
Yeah. So this is another one of the whips from last year, 2020 cast on during quarantine. This is my Find Your Fade shawl. It is in my Matterroot, Maine. Not Matterroot, Maine. She's in Maine. Matterroot, who is in Maine. Matterroot bag. I got this at the 2019 Maryland Sheep and Wool. The last one we've been to. Sad face. Brooke went with me.
I did go with you. There were animals there, and I loved it.
It was so fun, you guys.
I need to go back.
Okay, so I've made some excellent progress on this. I even have a... Let me see. See my sugared watermelon? My sugared watermelon stitch marker or progress keeper. But that's how much progress I've made since the last time I showed it, which might have been a couple episodes ago.
I made a lot of progress.
I'm basically on the last repeat of this lace panel before I move up into the next section where I get to meld in a new color. I get to fade something in, so it's really exciting. It's getting so long. Let's do like a quick pan. All right, this is gonna take, so I'm gonna hand these out now. Just make, the important thing is that these don't come off the needles. So here, Brooke, do you wanna like hold this? I'm getting this, okay. Yep, and then hold this.
Oh, wait, there's, whoa.
Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna pan it across.
Oh!
Yeah, we're gonna try and stretch it out. So here it is so far. Don't lose my stitches.
Hold on. Okay.
So here we go, all the way to here. Brooke's leaning over so far. And then it's going to go into, now technically you're supposed to have two more colors. I was just going to make, because you don't have to use the amount of colors it tells you to, but I was going to kind of throw something in here. I have Stash. I'm going to use, that is Shorty Cat in the Peacocky colorway, which I love. I use these for socks already. It's so soft, and I just love this color. I'm going to fade... So this Strawberry Fields color that I'm working on now into this. Now, obviously, it just so happened that this next color is supposed to be like use the most yarn out of all of it, and I do not have that much yarn. So I'm either going to do more rows of this before I fade in this, which is I'm probably gonna do a little bit of both. Use more rows of this before I fade in this. Then I will cut this one short and fade in the next color early, which is this color. Another Three Irish Girls color, and this one is Big Baller. So it's gonna go like, you can leave after Rick. Fade, leftover fades. It's gonna be really cool. So it's gonna go from like one end of this color to that color. Rick, you wanna hold it up? That's what it's gonna end up in, with like a whole bunch of purple in between, which I love, purple and gray. So I put it down. It's a great, easy knit. The lace is not hard. You can do it while watching TV. I just put it down because I was making a bunch of other things, but now that I picked it back up again, I'm like totally cranking it out, and I want to keep it up. So we'll see though. We'll see how long this lasts. All right, the next one is, I'm going to just have the bag really quick before Brooke introduces it because it's a whip for her. It's in my Tim Eads bag. I got this at Looped in DC. It was my first ever real yarn project bag. I just love it. It's just so nice. He does a good job. Anyways, Brooke.
Okay, so this whip is called the Summer Court Tank by Dragon Hoard Designs. And
her name is Tristan Molina.
Yes.
But she's a yarn dyer for Dragon Hoard Yarn, and she also does designs. Go ahead, Brooke.
Oh, what else was I saying?
Is it about the yarn? So this is yarn that we just got at LYS Day.
So this yarn we found at LYS Day. I found it. It's basically a gray, and the gray is called Twilight. And the
what's the brand?
The brand is Alexandra, The Art of Yarn. And so we got a gray and green one. And the gray and green is Twilight and Lime. Key lime.
Show the green. So it's mostly like a blue-gray tonal with this pops of green.
And then we have the next one, which is also has the same gray. It's Twilight, but it's AG and C. Mm-hmm. So it's technically the same thing, just instead of the key lime, it has the AG and C.
We ended up, this is at local yarn store today, and this brand is new to, well, at least new that I've seen to our yarn store. And she is from Willamette. I believe they said that she's from Willamette. Alexandra Art of Yarn is from Willamette, which is really cool because we're from Washington State / Alaska. Well, I'm from Alaska. But, so Willamette's over in Oregon, so that's pretty neat. So there was only 2 colorways in each color. And Brooke wanted a tank top, and because she is, how tall, Brooke? 5'11". So
here's the thing. I'm 5'11" and 3/4. And my friends say that I should just start telling people that I'm 6 foot.
But Brooke refuses.
She's like, I'm not 6 foot yet. And even when I do become 6 foot, I will still classify myself as 5'11".
That's such a Brooke. Anyways, okay, so I told Brooke, I'm like, I could probably do it because this is fingering weight with 2 skeins. However,
you feel more comfortable with 3 skeins. I feel more
comfortable with 3 skeins just because I know I'm going to have to add length. And I don't know we didn't know what kind of tank top she wanted, so I wasn't sure of the strap situation or what, because we hadn't chosen it yet.
So that is why we got one. So we have 2 of the Twilight and Key Lime, which is the green and gray. And then we got 1 of the Twilight and AG and C, which is the gray and blue. And we're planning on using, because she's planning on, well, she is doing it. Mm-hmm. So she is doing top, like down to up.
It's bottom
up, which is, and then we're going to use the, blue and gray for the straps. But if we run out of the green too soon, then she's going to fade it in and then continue still to use the straps.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be really cute. So I've gotten started on the lace. So first of all, yay for lace. I haven't done lace in a while, but it's a 16 count lace repeat, 16 stitch. So I had to use all my stitch markers. And I'm like, I have to use so much stitch markers. I'm like, I have 2 new Whiskers and Stitches sets of markers, which I save those for when I need to use them all. And so I use both. So here's the first little bit of stitch marker. This Whiskers and Stitches set. That's my beginning of round. It's so big. And then I use another set, which my little horses. I don't know if you can see them. So cute. And then I actually used another one that I got in a Yarnable box, just I think it was January or something. Just these little simple, oops, you can't see. Little simple things.
So you're welcome, Mom.
I literally used them all. It was so fun though. I'm I pulled it out and my husband was like, oh, there's a lot of dinglies on there.
Because I walked in and she's like, oh, I started. She's like, I started your tank top and just showing me, and then I was like, what are all those metal things hanging from my tank top, Mom?
So here's the first. I'm about halfway through. I'm over halfway through the lace
portion.
So here's the first little bit of lace, and I love this section over here. This bunch. I love that strip. So I love it. So we're about over halfway through. It's quite fun. Okay, this yarn is super soft because when I'm working on my Find Your Fade, those are more like sock yarn or 100% merino yarn. It's not super soft. I mean, it's soft. It's not itchy or anything. But you're working on it, and then I come over here and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so soft and luxurious.
You're welcome.
So when I was looking at the yarn after I bought it, I was like, what's this yarn made out of? And Brooke, what's this made out of? So it's 80-20. 80% what?
Oh, 80% superwash merino, but 20% silk.
Yeah, so I obviously didn't look at the price tag before I bought these, or else I would have known. I'd have been like, what's in this? Because obviously it's a little more spendy. So my teenage daughter is going to have quite the luxurious tank top.
You know.
So you better not mess it up.
Well, we're planning on going to the beach, so we're wearing that.
We are, but just don't don't wear it in the ocean. Don't ruin it, please.
I will try not to wear it in the ocean.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Why did you just think that I'm gonna be like, all right, bye, Mom? And
but then why would you say try? Just say I definitely won't.
Well,
because now I'm losing.
Well, because it was so.
All right, so it's so fun. We just bought this last weekend. I just cast it on, and it's super fun so far. I keep dropping my stuff, but yeah, yay, good. And of course, it's tank top, so I'll be able to knock this one out pretty quick. So once the lace is done, it's all like stockinette and obviously shaping and
So
all that
I'm
stuff.
very pumped because it's getting hot here, and
Well, except for like this last week. It's been freezing. It was hot, and then now it's freezing. But then on Tuesday, it'll be 80 degrees for Brooke's first game.
with all my gear. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. I'm so pumped. But yeah, also, oh yeah, and I also like that when she makes me tank tops because I don't like buying tank tops because I'm tall and they're always either super short or they're just super really weird fitting. So that's why I wanted her to make me a tank top because it's just better since she can just like
I can tailor it.
Yeah. It's really nice. It makes me feel like a celebrity when she says like, "Come here and let me measure you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, so my next and final whip that I'm currently working on enough to show you guys, is another new cast on, and it's from yarn that we bought at local yarn store day, but also it leads into acquisitions because this is my new project bag. I really like this mountain set. I'm like, I really need this. This is from Mountain State Stitches. I love it. I love these kinds of straps right here. And I just love the colors and the mountain scene. I just loved it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get this for my I make so many Musselburgh hats that I need its own bag. Just for a constant project. And, Brooke, this is yarn that we picked out.
Oh,
You like really slammed that into me. Last week.
And I picked this yarn out. I actually even told her this should be for her next Musselburgh hat.
Yep.
And it is so pretty. We got this at LYS.
LYS Day, which is Needles in the Haymarket. We went to my local yarn store in Haymarket.
And we go more into detail about this yarn if you go watch our other video about LYS Day where we talk about all of our acquisitions.
It was so fun. You guys can go check it out. It was like a fun... At the end, we do go through all of our acquisitions. But this is Knitted Wit Sport Weight. So it's obviously a little bit new. I had to change my needles. My gauge is different. And when it says sport, like this is pretty plumpy for sport. Like I was actually surprised. I had to go up a little bit because it feels almost more like DK, but it's sport. And it's in what is the color, Brooke? I think it's a bird.
I've had to say this so many times and I can't remember every single time I say it. Okay. Lazuli bunting.
And I'm assuming it's a bird. Well, people said it was a bird. I don't know if it's.
And it is just 100% superwash merino.
And I have another. This is what it looks like so far.
Very pretty. So it's
So I was wondering how it was gonna pool because I could tell by the way it was stained up it may or may not pool, and I was just curious. But with this colorway, I was totally okay with it pooling because sometimes you don't want it to pool, other times you don't really care. It's still gonna look cool. This one I didn't care either way. It started off really cool, then it started to pool a little bit, which is this is what I was assuming it was gonna do. But now it's turning. Now that I'm already done with my increases, it's almost doing like a stripey. And I can't tell, I'm not farther enough along yet, if it's going to look more swirly or if it's going to look more stripey. It looks like it's going to look more stripey because of how close they are together.
But there will be some of like the swirly in there though, which I think will be really cool.
It's so pretty. I love this. It's very beachy vibes.
That's what I was saying.
Very beachy vibes. It'll be for wintertime.
And what's the stitch marker you're using for that?
This is another Whiskers and Stitches. My moon. Now that I've shown you guys, I'm going to move this down as my progress marker, and I'm going to put on my other Whiskers and Stitches favorite for my Musselburgh hat. It's my little chicken. Oh, chicken. Love it. Whiskers and Stitches, guys. Go check her out. All right, so that's my next cast on. Love it. I had to go up for sport weight. My gauge went down to a 6. If you guys know the Musselburgh hat, if you guys are curious. And I went up to a size 5 needle. I was doing 2.5 before, and my gauge was 7. I was doing a 2.5 size US 2.5 needle. Now I'm doing a size 5, which is a 3.75 millimeter for the sport weight. But this is all. I do think this is a little bit of a plumper sport weight, just to me, anyways. But yeah, so I think it looks great. And I actually started off with a 4, and I pulled it out because it was too dense, and I wanted it because I really like the fingering weight Musselburgh hats because it's very drapey. Just the way and I didn't want it to be stiff. I still wanted it to have as much drape as I could get it. But it's going to be very warm. I'm really excited about this hat.
It's really pretty too. Alright guys, now we're moving on to acquisitions. And we're going to be starting with someone who we talk about in almost every podcast. Scrappy Angel.
Scrappy Angel. I got a Scrappy Angel delivery of bags that I had ordered from her. And I looked at them, but I haven't really gotten to I want to kind of save it for you guys. So fun. Okay, so first up is her inside-outside bag. I'm going to take it out of the pouch. Okay, so I have not had one of her inside-outside bags before. I have her peekaboo pouch, which I love, like my favorite sock bag. And when I just, oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you guys.
Oh, then here's the angel
yes
thing that we were talking about earlier.
I'll hold it. You can like.
Oh, oops. There we go.
There's one of the angels.
They come in different colors. I think it just depends on what bag you have.
She usually kind of matches it. But I wanted this squirrel, or squirrel, skunk. I said squirrel. It's a skunk. That's obviously a skunk. You guys probably like Kim. That's not a squirrel. But look how she's.
That's so cute.
Look at this big old handle to grab, and my inside. Oh my goodness! And now her inside-outside bags are like this, and they have two outside zippers that are see-through. So they open up right here. It does that on both sides. And this is quite big. I thought, because I never had one of her inside-outside bags, that it was the same size as her peekaboo pouch, but just like had different features. That's not the case. This is actually bigger. This is quite big. Like, this is, oh, here's a Musselburgh hat. It's quite big for a sock. Like, so you could do socks in here. Hats, shawls,
gloves.
Towels, gloves. If you guys watched our blog, Brooke likes to recommend whenever I'm sitting around going, I wonder what I'm going to make with this yarn. Brooke's like, gloves, you should make gloves. It would make great gloves. Great gloves, Mom. Does Brooke ever want gloves or wear gloves?
I don't like gloves. I just think that...
Yeah. But she wants me to make the gloves. She doesn't want to wear them or have them. She thinks they would look really great as gloves. Why would you suggest something you don't even want to wear?
I just say it. It's just an inside joke, so I just say it.
So now it's funny, but literally you thought everything would be great gloves. I'm like, you don't even like gloves. Why do you keep saying that?
Yeah.
Anyways, isn't this just beautiful? Oh, the glare. Oh my goodness. I am in love. Purple's my favorite color. She knows this. Isn't she amazing? I just love her so much, Angel. She's the sweetest.
She's
just
so
the sweetest,
sweet.
You guys. The next one I got, which I only had this in a Christmas print, is her retreat bag, but small. This is her small version. So here is her large retreat bag, and this is the small one, so you can see the difference. Small. Let me open it up for you. Now, Harry Potter lovers, do you guys see this?
So this is the Marauders map. And you can see that it has, so for those of you who have not seen Harry Potter, the Marauders map is something that Harry Potter's dad and his friends made when they were in school, and basically they can see where everyone is, so they can see where their teachers are, and that's how they play it. That's how they did all their pranks.
So Harry Potter lovers, she had these in her last update, and I went there like last week, and I was like, because I'm like, oh, I really wanted to get one of her Marauder map ones in this size, and I'm like, there was quite a few left over, and I was kind of surprised. I don't think Harry Potter lovers knew that this was out there, because look how she matched the handles. It's perfect. It's got the two open pockets, got the same wire frame. It's just smaller, and I love these for socks or like a hat or a small shawl.
Or gloves.
But I want to use them for socks. My Christmas ones actually have some Christmas socks in it, and it's Christmassy, so I'm like, I need one of these, but like in a non-Christmas print, so I can use it all the time. And I love it. I am so excited to use it.
Didn't we also give away a mini...
It's the Christmas one. So I actually, the one we gave away during our Christmas episode, that was a winter print from Scrappy Angel. She made me another one of the exact same one because I loved it so much. That's why I have it. But here's like the angel. It's like in red matches. Oh my gosh, you guys. Love this. So excited. And last but not least, Brooke.
What? Brooke.
So you have some fans.
What? What?
Brooke has a fan base.
I do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes, so they made you something special.
What do you mean? What? No, this is weird. I was like for... It's in
Oh, yeah, those are from Holly from Whiskers and Stitches. Isn't that nice from your face? Brooke's gonna cry. Go ahead and show everybody what this is, Brooke. So it's a duffel bag, a full-on duffel bag with side zippers right here on, I think it's on both sides. Yep. And pockets for like your phone or whatever go in here. What did you already pull out of your pocket? Show everybody what they. Some Harry Potter stickers. That's from Whiskers and Stitches. Put those in the bag for you. And it's got a full strap. Brooke, do you want to open it up? And it's in your house colors.
I am a proud Hufflepuff. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
How did you not tell me? No one told me this.
It's a surprise.
I didn't even got our recording. Look at you. Aww.
Angel wanted to do it when she would see you, so I made sure it was recording. And everybody wanted to see. Holly wanted to see from Whiskers and Stitches, so.
I love these stickers.
Isn't this cool?
I
Look
actually
at this.
wanted Harry Potter stickers.
Isn't that cool?
I love this. Oh my, this must took a lot. This is big.
Yeah, she made this.
Dude.
And this is the same print that this is in. Just in duffel bag, and her Hufflepuff are black and gold.
As many of you probably know, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm in love with Harry Potter. Proud Hufflepuff. Mom's a Ravenclaw, Dad's a Ravenclaw, and then Dale's also Hufflepuff, which is surprising, but he is.
Isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm.
Are you like so excited? And it's a big like, you can use it for like overnights or.
Dude, when we go to the beach house, I'm gonna bring this. This is so much. Oh yes. I love it.
And I think you can make this
longer.
Longer, shorter. I don't know if it goes this short, but longer. Cool, huh?
Dude, I love this.
Okay, next up, coming off of that high of getting her awesome Harry Potter bag from Scrappy Angel, and that's a one of a kind. Like she doesn't make
Seriously,
those. She just
dude.
made that for Brooke. Wasn't that sweet?
I have a one of a kind.
Okay, so Amplifier had her update at the end of March, and I hadn't even ordered these. Like I ordered these right after we recorded last time. And as I told you guys last time, there was this perfect color that was Red River Rock, Red Canyon Rock.
Red Canyon Rock, I think it was.
I'm just because the color's not on
there was
here,
red and there was rock in the name. That's all we got for you.
Red Canyon. I think it's Red Canyon Rock. Anyways, look, who am I? It's brown. Who am I? What's happening to me? Erin from Amplifier does this to me. She makes the most beautiful. Okay, first of all,
you know, what'd be really good at these.
Not gloves.
I was gonna say socks.
First of all, I don't think I've ever purchased brown in my entire life yarn. Ever.
That's not
so I do
true.
not like brown. I don't like brown. Why would I buy brown?
Technically, this is brown. If you really think
Erin from Amplifier.
That is true.
So she does this to me.
Point.
She has beautiful, beautiful neutrals, and just look at the speckling on this and the tonalness. It's like a red brown. Which look at this with my hair. Oh my goodness, you guys.
See, I'm
redheads
actually
know we have to.
So I'm actually when I try to get Mom to buy yarn, I love natural colors. I'm definitely more into those. I'm not really into that bright color thing. I love neutral, natural, all of those. So to see Mom finally turn to our side,
it smells so good.
It's amazing.
Erin does amazing stuff with her yarn. But so I wanted like 4 of these or 5, but I decided. By the time I was buying, there was only 3 left. I bought them all. I think I can get either a short sleeve summer shirt or a tank top. Cute. So I'm also thinking maybe like a short, one of those short a cropped cardigan, like a shrug, or even like a short cardigan. I don't know yet. I have to check. But I'm making something amazing with this. It looks so good with my hair color.
It would. I think.
And oh my gosh,
I would go with a short sleeve shirt because you don't really make a lot of short sleeve shirts.
I know.
So I think, and especially with that color, it looks
so either short sleeve, tank top, or it really is depending on how much yardage I have and what I need for the pattern. That's really what it is. I haven't picked the pattern yet, but and by the way, have you guys got an Amplifier for yarn? It smells so good. Smell it. So good, Erin. You're just mwah. Anyway, Friendship. And then I was buying that. I'm like, I can't just buy one color, even though I had 3. Yeah. I also needed this one. Brooke, this is her High Hopes colorway. I just love that like blue color and twist it around. Like this is like more like a reddish. It looks a little orangey, but
it's definitely more red. It's like
it's a little orange, but it's more red because I'm not really an orange fan. That's really pretty.
Like a tangerine, if you will.
Like a blood orange. Yes. It's really pretty. And this is on her 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, super soft. Was this on the same thing too? Yes, her 4-ply merino, which is at 85-15. So they're both like that. But this is so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to make with this either. I don't know. Maybe socks. It's only got 15% nylon, but... and it's so soft, but I'm not like, I know some people only want to do socks with 25% nylon, only 75-25. I mean, I don't hardware my knitted socks, so I'm okay with less nylon as long as there's some nylon. And I just will know to like, because I usually only wear them around the house, and I don't wear them, I wear like my slippers downstairs in the hardwood, where all the, like if there's dog hair and stuff, because we have about 4 dogs, you guys. But like, usually for me, just like lounging around the house. I don't really wear them out more, although I was starting to wear them with my Birkenstocks because Crazy Sock Lady was doing that to show off her hand-knitted socks, wearing Birkenstocks. Now, I don't have real Birkenstocks. I have these really cool camouflage ones. They're like, you know, Birkenstocks, like fake Birkenstocks.
Oh, those ones.
There's something else. They're so comfortable though, and I kept thinking that I need to get a real pair of Birkenstocks because they're just so comfortable.
I have 2 pairs, but they're like not actually Birkenstocks, so like an off-brand, but they're really comfortable.
They're really comfortable, and I want like just a regular brown pair. I think I'm gonna do that to show off my hand-knitted socks. Anyways, that's off topic. Love this color. Isn't that just so pretty? This is High Hopes.
Had to have high hopes for
all right, so this was my, you know,
Amplifier order.
Amplifier purchase. Love it. Anyways, okay. Next up, before I get into my monthly clubs, yes, okay. So one of the podcasters, which I'm talking about this a little early, actually a couple podcasters, I've noticed, and I love them for this, is that they knit a lot with, like they'll knit with hand dyed, but they knit a lot with like store brand yarn, they make some beautiful stuff, and it's like I need to do that more because first of all, my bank can't suffice only making sweaters out of hand dyed. So I was like, you know what, it's you know, cheaper first of all, and a lot of times I don't make full sweaters or larger things because they are so expensive because of hand dyed. I'm like, I don't want to, it's just hard to spend like $300 on a sweater because we're like, I'm not like a tiny little person. It only takes like 2 or 3 skeins. Like it takes more skeins for us. So I'm like, well, I can make more things if I use like, you know, like blends, acrylic, cotton, and all those are great for summer here because we live in Virginia, which in the United States, it's super humid in the summer. So it's hard to wear wool. I am making a couple like short sleeve tanks out of like fingering wool, and I'm hoping it'll be okay for summer. It maybe just be like a spring fall layering piece, but so cotton is great, which I have made like bamboo and cotton, those are very affordable. I love that. Anyways, so I went to Michael's because we were going out to go to the grocery store. I'm like, hey, let's swing by Michael's. I want to just kind of check out what they have, and I was kind of looking for a couple of things in particular that they didn't have. But I'm like, they had this, and it says it's for only a limited time, which I don't know that, but this is Loops and Threads Echo Brights. It says limited time, like right on the label. We'll see. But you guys, this is 100% made from recycled plastic.
And it is so soft.
What? You guys, it is the softest thing I have, like, and it's recycled plastic. So soft. So I got this, which they had a whole bunch of colors, and I want to make a summer top out of it because, you know, recycled plastic, that seems like breathable and not, I don't know why plastic would sound breathable, but
you know, plastic, not hot. Breathable. I think the turtles would say otherwise, Mom.
Anyways, but this is recycled. It's so great. So I got the gray color, which I don't know if it has a name. It's probably just gray. Oh, concrete. This is the concrete colorway. I got 4. They only had 4 in the same dye lot, so I got the 4, but then I got this. I loved this color book. You want to show it? I was gonna get this minty color. It's like a mint green. So pretty. What is it called? Is it actually called mint green?
It is called aqua.
That does not look aqua. Does that look aqua blue to you?
What's aqua look like?
aqua. Like ocean, like beachy ocean blue.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in like...
Okay, first of all, in this light, it does look a little more aqua. In the store, this looked mint green, didn't it?
Yeah, it did look mint. Oh.
Okay. In the store, under those lights, yeah, that doesn't look aqua. Yeah, does that look aqua to you? Although that's looking a different color online. Anyways, this looks mint green. It's called aqua. Just so you know, if you order it, it looks a little less aqua and more mint green. But anyways, I love this color, but we were deciding with my hair color, maybe not like a tank top in this as much. And so I got the gray, but I love this mint green, so I got it just in case I want to add it like to the bottom, like an edging, like a border. Yeah, something. And I didn't have a particular pattern picked out for it because I was like in the store and I'm like, I need this right now. And so we got it, and it's so soft. I did have a couple of things I did find that I want to like maybe think about for this, and I'm going to show you guys. The first one because I was trying to get to figure out how much yardage I would need for something without actually picking it out, like, you know, a rough estimate. So this first one I came across was the Thea top. So I'm going to show you guys. That's the Thea top by Suzanne Mueller. And the only thing about this is it's German. Now, it does say on Ravelry that it's English and German, but then all of these words down here are in German. So it kind of makes me nervous. Like, I don't want to buy it and then it be in German, and I don't know. I don't want to have to like Google translate every single word. So there's that, which looks really cute. The top, because it's worsted. So if this says it's bulky weight, it is not bulky weight. This is like at most worsted. Like, it's not. So I was looking for worsted weight summer tops, which there's not all, I mean, there's a lot, but. And the next one I found like today that I thought would be really cute was this is a short sleeve, like capped sleeves. This is the Seven Sisters top by Sloan Lacasse. Or Lacasse. Sorry, Sloan, if I'm butchering that. It's Lacasse.
Very nice name, though.
Sorry, Sloan. But that's a beautiful top. I love the capped sleeves on that for a summer top. And then I found one more to choose from. I mean, obviously I could do one of these or none of these. But this also, like, this tank top is more like a sleeveless top, I would say. This is called the Boardwalk top by Irina and Akiva. It's really cute. Let me get a closer up picture. That was pretty. Like, sleeveless design, and there's like some paneling on the side. Looks like it's seamed, so it's work flat, and then they got the design on front and back, which I also liked. So that was kind of cool. So I don't know. We'll see. If you guys have any other good worsted weight summer top patterns, let me know. Like, if it's gonna be sleeved, I want it to be like cap sleeves, because summertimes here are just, oh my gosh. I mean, it's not like Georgia and Florida, but it's hot. Okay. So that's that for my Michaels run. And I got all of that for like $25. I got 5 skeins. I mean, I was like, ooh, this is nice. It's like less than a skein of yarn for hand dyed. Anyways, I still love my hand dyed yarn, but to whip out some good tops and, you know, easy to wash, don't have to like stress about wearing it too much. I mean, love it. Now we're going to go into my monthly clubs. It's already the end of April, so you guys have probably already seen these unboxings, but here is my April Yarnable box. You open it up, you've got the yarn.
Wait, did I get to guess this one?
Yes, remember? Okay, hold on. And it's been so long, I know, hold on. And then you got the goodies. So I always open the yarn first, and that is because I know a lot of people I see on here, they do the yarn last. We do it first because I have Brooke guess. Mm-hmm. And what we should do next time is maybe look at the name of what it's called.
Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been nice.
There's a postcard where you can see the name of the yarn, and then you can guess the color way off of that.
I'm gonna re-guess because I completely forgot what it is. Okay,
what we had been doing is that just based off the month, Brooke would guess, like, is there a holiday this month? What colors do you think it'll be?
Oh, Stormwatch is what it's called. Okay, Stormwatch.
Stormwatch.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm just gonna take a whim on this.
You know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is because I'm pretty sure I guessed it and I got completely wrong.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like a dark gray blue, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, with some purple.
There's no blue. So here is the April Stormwatch, Brooke.
Okay.
We thought it was gonna be more springy, even Eastery colors. It was completely opposite, and I love it. So there's like blacks, dark gray, purples. It's beautiful. I'm excited about that. To make great socks or even a Musselburgh hat at this point. I feel
Or
like
gloves.
no gloves. This is on her plush sock fingering, which is 85.15 superwash merino nylon. See, 15 marine for a sock. You totally do it. Some people don't. Maybe they like super hard on their socks. Like they wear them a lot. Like I wear mine, but not like I'm very careful with them. They're not. Like, I don't like go out and work on the farm in them. Like I don't put them on for that. So, but it's just so nice. Okay, and it's got this cute little bag. It comes with. I'm not gonna show that side. This postcard is actually a new setup. She changed it up. It used to be different. Of all the different information, and then all the extras. The name of your yarn and a QR code to scan to learn more. And also, I like this Did You Know? Every time, I love it. It's like a cute little like tidbit of information. Like, did you know April was the 4th month in the Roman calendar, derived from the Latin word apparire, meaning to open? Huh. I say apparire, but I probably said that wrong. But yeah, and then they get a little scratch off code that I already scratched off. Actually, that's Brooke's job. She gets to scratch it off. And you get a discount code for her shop because Yarnable is by Hypnotic Yarn. Hypnotic Yarn is a yarn dyer. She actually has a shop, and so she sells other yarn as well. But she makes Yarnable as her monthly subscription. So you get a code for a discount of some sort for her shop just to use that month, and then so each month you get one. So the goodies that came in this one was, which I love, another measuring tape.
I love these things because...
But look at what it says.
It says never not knitting, which is facts because I never one time have walked into my mom's room without her.
Unless I'm doing something else, like laundry
but then
if I'm sitting down, I'm knitting.
And she has her crime shows on or something like that, and she's like, oh hey, bro. So, but I also love these things because when I'm talking to her, I'm like,
You want to show them the never not knitting thing?
Here we go.
Cute. Love it. You never have too many of those. And then what smells so good? I don't like. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting a whole month to show you guys this so I could use these. Okay. Sorry guys, it's had a coughing fit. Anyways, here's some hand soap lavender lemongrass, goat milk, and raw honey. Oh my gosh. Imagine lavender and lemongrass.
Yeah, it smells like lavender and lemongrass, guys. Can you guys
It's Big Wood Soap Company. Smells so good. Now, this is so cool. It's unscented, but it's solid dish soap. I didn't even now. Kind of smells because it smells like this because this is so strong smelling, and I love it. Lemongrass. This is unscented, but solid dish soap, which I thought was so cool. And you save by not like having those plastic dish soap bottles. I didn't know you had like solid dish soap. I gotta see how it works, but Big Wood Soap. So cool. I want to use that. We actually were like low on dish soap, but we ran out before we went to the store, and I was like, I have that solid dish soap upstairs, but I wanted to show you guys. And I think that's it for this week. So her extras, like out of any subscription box, her extras are the best. Like there's always at least 2, if not 3 or more, depending on what they are. But like, they're so good. Her extras. I love them all. Next up is my Row 1 yarn subscription. This is the bag that it comes in. Row 1 is a mini skein subscription service where you get each month 10-gram minis from a new indie dyer each month. So it's a surprise when it comes, and you get a little bit extra goodies. So this was like in here. You pull it out. So this month was Birch Dye Works, which so excited. It has Birch Dye Works. I've been wanting to try. So this is what's so great. You use them for scrappy projects, heels, toes, and cuffs, color work. Also, it's a great way to sample a new indie dyer or a new to you indie dyer, or maybe an indie dyer that you love but like haven't had to see a sampling of all their colors. A lot of times you see their colors online and you're like, I don't know how it feels or looks in person. Well, this is a great way to see it, and you get a sampling of 10 in it. Little package, little roll-in package, comes with a list of information about the dyer and all the colorway names, which the color names are also on the yarn mini skeins. But here's Birch Dye Works, and all about how to wash it and all that sort of good stuff. And then at the end, Laura said, "Go Dodgers." So she must be a baseball fan. So it's baseball themed. So the stitch marker, which we always get a stitch marker, is a little baseball stitch marker. Well, a stitch marker / progress keeper. Let me back it up a little bit so it focuses. It's like a little, I don't know if you see the glare, little baseball. And then the little goodies, so usually it's some kind of like treat, like tea or like a biscuit or candy, but this is like a little, a little hot dog gummy. You know, hot dog gummy, like totally baseball themed, super cute.
Did it look the Dodgers win or something?
I don't know. I don't watch baseball, sorry. But it's so cute. But here are the colors for Birch Dye Works. Let's just go ahead and go through these really quick. So Brooke, do you want to read off?
I will read off. Okay, so this little yellow one, this vibrant neon yellow, is Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, hold it close. There you go. It's very highlighter.
Okay, and then we have this gray with some speckles. It's called Ethel.
Now, when I saw this bag, the first thing, sorry, crinkling, that I noticed was that they had some great dark blues. Like, it's hard to find sometimes with, I know it's probably hard to dye, but some good dark blues. Which one's this one called?
So this one's called Night, and it is a very dark blue.
Very dark blue. So pretty. And I also like this one.
This one is called Neptune, which is still dark, but it's a little bit lighter than the last one.
It's coming across a little lighter
yeah,
on the camera.
It's darker, actually.
It's darker.
All right, and then we have this one called Pavement.
It's gray with, and also some like brown specks I see.
And a little bit of purple specks. All right, and this one is Antigua.
Antigua.
That's what I said. Antigua. Definitely really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
We have Golden Goose. We have Azalea. Azalea.
That's like the bushes, those pink flowers I have outside.
Oh yeah. Very pretty.
Oh jeez, I'm like stuffing.
Alright, this one's Goldfish.
I love this one. It's the next one coming up.
What is it? See. This one is
I knew it's rhododendron. I knew she's gonna be like what? Rhododendron. So pretty. So I love these. I have so many, but I use a lot for scrappy projects. I use them for blankets.
She actually used them for
yeah.
For these socks.
For those
right
socks.
Here. So the heel right here, we actually used a Rogue One mini.
Yep, and that was Threadhead Knits Co. Derby Girl, which I love Threadhead Knits Co. So I love getting to see these. Birch Dye Works, I've always wanted to see their yarn too, so you get to see it in person. I just love this idea. It's so cool. And I use all these. Like I have a lot, obviously, left over. But it's because I haven't been really doing a lot of scrappy projects right now, but they're perfect for color work, scrappy projects, socks. And a lot of like all those advent patterns are great for these as well. Like you don't have to get an advent, you don't have to do it only at Christmas time or the holidays. You can do it and those patterns all year long with these minis. So it's really great. I really like it.
All right, guys, we are moving on to dream knitting.
Dream knitting. Okay, so I'm gonna show some pictures, guys. Oh my gosh, if you hear our cat in the box. She looks so cute in there, though.
I know.
But she didn't make noise, so.
Basically, we have two cats, and one of the cats, Nyla, she's one who steals mom's yarn.
Especially my Amplifier, Erin. Do you put catnip in your yarn? She loves it.
But she also loves boxes. But either way, she's adorable.
So first up for dream knitting. So it's been a month since we podcasted. I've rewritten these show notes like 3 times. So these are the original dream knittings I had set aside for this. This is a cardigan, and it's I believe it's Aureed, like Aureed, Aureed, by Meiju KP. Please, I'm so sorry if I butchered that. I'm gonna put that below what it is. But look at that back paneling. It's like this lacework paneling on this cardigan, and then look at the front is just as pretty. Here's the front. Love this. I thought that'd be a great cardigan. I just love that back. It flows out. It's like a good extra detail for the back. Right behind you. So pretty. Next up is a free pattern, which I love for you guys. It's by Pearl Soho. It's the notched hem tank. Look at that side. It's so cool. It's like loose. But then here's the front. It's like a basic construction, which I love. Oh my gosh, you're seeing the glare of like everything. There we go. And then let me show the side again. The notched hem tank by Pearl Soho. Love that. Okay. So my next one is the Tectonic by Emily Green. It's a sweater. Look at the detail on the sleeves, but look at this, you guys. So I love the construction, but look at how the sleeves kind of like peek out at the elbows. Oh my gosh. I don't even know why that's so cool. I just really, and here's it from the back. You can see the detail on the sleeves. You guys go check that one out. I think I saw it on Instagram. I'm like, what is this? I've never seen this before. It's so cool. And this one is a worsted weight yarns for that one. So that's gonna be nice and cozy. Obviously not a summer knit, but really pretty. So next up, podcasts. Favorites I've been watching. I mean, I've been watching a lot since it's been a month, but the most recent, Ollie and Bella, which she just released, I believe, yesterday. She released her latest podcast, and I think she's had 2 since we've last podcasted. But she's super cute. So it's Cherie from Ollie and Bella, and she lives on the coast in the UK, and it's so cool. Like, first of all, listening to her talk is so nice and relaxing. I love listening to her talk. Next, sometimes if she, like during the summertime, if her window's open, you can hear the seagulls because she's like right on the coast, which is so cool. And she makes a ton of blankets. I mean, she makes lots of different things, but right now she's got like, I want to say 3 or 4 blankets that she's currently making, which I thought I was making 2. I thought that was a little excessive. Well, 3 at one point during Christmas, but like 2. I was like, oh, is this too much? But she's making a lot. So I'm like, yes, I have all the permission to make all these other blankets because, you know, Cherie does it, so I can do it. Next, I've been watching Breaking Yarns has a podcast. She's a yarn dyer, and that's McKaylee, and she is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So she's adorable, you guys. She's so I actually laugh out loud a couple of times. She's so cute. And so go watch hers. She actually mentioned us on her last podcast. And she used my trick for the Musselburgh hat. Where she was like, oh, because, you know, SweetPea Chickadee, like she weighed, because I weigh my yarn at the end of my increases to know how, so I can use all.
You didn't say what it was for.
Musselburgh hat.
Yeah, you didn't say Musselburgh hat. You said decreases.
For my Musselburgh hat, which I think I said this before, I weigh it after I'm done increasing so I can use the whole, because I want to use the whole skein. I use the whole skein, and I want to make sure I don't run out, and then that way I know, and I always give myself a buffer. Which, side note, this next yarn that I did in sport weight, I re-weighed because it's a different weight yarn, and it said I only used 4 grams, which is kind of crazy. But I'm like giving myself more of a buffer. I'm thinking like I'm giving myself probably like 6 gram buffer. So I'm gonna knit until I have 94 grams left. Anyways, so she used my trick and it worked out for her. So it was so cool to be like, yeah, I helped somebody. I was so excited to help. So thanks, McKaylee, for using my idea. And I'm really glad it worked. I mean, it's not my idea. I didn't invent it. I just had that idea. It's just whatever. But anyways, so she's like really cute. Go check her out. And then also this new to me podcast. I actually heard about it from Rose and Opal Knits, which is a new podcast as well that I've been watching and binging all their stuff. They mentioned in one of their podcasts, Strings Attached podcast, which as soon as they said mother-daughter, I'm like, oh, we're mother-daughter. I should watch them. So they're mother-daughter, but their mother is older and the daughter is like an adult with like twin girls. Super cute. And they both knit and crochet. I think they both sew too, but the mom is like
an amazing sewer.
Frida. She's an amazing sewer. Like she was just wearing this top during one of their, like, oh, I made this morning. Like, you made a shirt this morning. Like, it's so cool. She quilts. She makes these adorable stuffed animals for the grandkids. She makes them clothes. I mean, it's amazing. She makes the coolest stuff. I'm like, wow, I wish I knew how to sew. I'm like, I'm not even interested in sewing, so.
She wished she wasn't interested in sewing.
I wish I loved it and wanted to do it enough to learn it more, but I don't. So, really cool. And then Mowry is the daughter, and I don't know exactly where they're from, but I really like their accent. I don't know. They're probably not even from anywhere special. But it's like, I really like listening to them.
I just their voice.
Yeah, and they're so sweet to each other. I really like that. They're like so nice, and I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The daughter is really respectful of the mother. I'm just kidding. But they are. But yes. But they're so cute, and they do lots of knitting. They whip out lots of knitting, and they're one of the ones that use lots of, wool blends, or they use a lot of cascade yarn, which I don't think I've knit a lot with them yet, and a lot of acrylics, which I love too. It's just easy to wash, and I always use that for gifts. So they're really great. And also they're doing a knit along, which I might do. So
I mean, that's cute.
They're doing their first little knit along coming in. I think they're gonna start it in like June, May. No, not May, because that's next month. That's like in a week. June. They're starting it in June. They're giving you time to like get your yarn and stuff, right? But they're gonna do a knit along for the Autumn League pullover by 2 of Wands. Isn't that cute? And they're using the same yarn that it calls for, which I'm actually thinking about doing it along too, because that pullover looks super cozy. Mm-hmm. The yarn that it calls for is Lion Brand LB Collection Cotton Jeans, and it's like a range of blues to grays and like a black in there. But you can use anything that's DK, obviously. But I was thinking I might do their like knit along. So I like doing knit alongs and test knits because, as we all know, by my many whips, that I am a process knitter. So I love knitting. I love knitting. As soon as something starts to be boring or not fun, I stop knitting it. Like, I don't have to have the product, to me. Mm-hmm. Which is why I like test knitting, because then it keeps me on track, keeps me engaged and interested, because I'm engaged in a whole group setting, and there's a deadline, and I want to get my pictures done, and so, like, I like doing all of that. And then I have the product afterwards. I like knit-alongs the same reason, because I'm knitting along with everybody, so it keeps me motivated, keeps me on track, and then I'm done, and I have the product. Like, I like having the product, but as soon as I'm not interested in the knitting anymore, I'm like, Yeah. I just stop. I'm like totally a process knitter. So it has to bring me joy, basically, for me to keep knitting it. So I figure I really want this pullover. It looks super cozy.
It's really cute.
And so if I do this knit along, by the fall,
motivated to do it.
Yeah, and they're gonna have like a long, I think it's like 2 to 3 months they were saying that they're gonna have. So it's plenty of time.
Yeah. I
don't have to crank it out, but by fall time, I'll be able to wear it. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually thinking I have to order the yarn and stuff, but I might do it. I'm so excited. And actually brings up, we may do a knit along. Like people have been asking us if we should do a knit along.
So we
host it.
Oh, okay.
So like we will like, hey, all of our SweetPea Chickadee fans, if you want to knit along with us, and then we pick. You don't even have to pick a pattern. You can pick. They picked a specific pattern. You can pick a pattern or a category. Where I think Happy Knits is even having one. Are they having a cardigan? I think they're having a cardigan knit along where pick any kind of cardigan and we're all gonna knit one, basically.
We could do one for gloves.
Oh my gosh. This one you have to buy the pattern, but it's like really cheap. And I think you can actually get it online for free if you want to go there. But a lot of people will use like free patterns, so you don't have to buy the pattern for people who can't afford it. Or it's like if you're trying to highlight a special like release of something coming out, everyone knit along. So we could like do that, but I'm like, there's a lot of knit alongs going wrong right now, so I think we're gonna wait a little bit.
So I think we should either do a free one, right?
Well, it'd be a free or we do category.
Or we could do if Rebecca has a future,
which she does. Exactly. She always has future stuff. But also like people will do like a category where it could be like a type of knit, or it could be like stash. So everybody use your stash yarn, or everybody use scrappy, make something scrappy, or make something, so it's like all these different things. So we'll see. More to come on that. We'll see if we have a knit along. It won't be like right now. There's a lot of knit alongs going on right now, and so I'm like, I like doing all their stuff. So, but I think soon we'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never hosted one before, but I think it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to go check out Strings Attached, mother-daughter, Mowry and Frida, and they're having a knit along. So if you want to go check out their stuff going on right now, I have not like told them I was knitting it yet, so I'm still debating, but I really want it, so I might as well just say yes.
I think you're gonna
and order the yarn.
I think like
well, and 2 of the colors I saw were already sold out online. The lightest color, which I didn't want, but also the darkest color, which I kind of do want. So I don't know. But then there's a couple other colors I really like too. We'll see. Okay, what we're watching, you guys. Okay. On Netflix, Shadow and Bones. Shadow and Bones.
I don't know why. Shadow and Bones was just released yesterday. No, what today is today? It was released on Friday. Today's Sunday. So my husband and I yesterday, Brooke was like, no, I'll catch up and watch it with you guys later. So Damon and I started watching it last night, and we watched like 5 episodes. There's only 8. We like punched through 5. We want to watch the other 3 today, maybe. I don't know if we will, but it is so good. You guys have to watch it. It's a book series, so yeah, I almost want to read the book. I'm planning on, before watching the show, I'm planning on reading the book first. Or at least like the first book. That's all I plan on doing. So good. Because my friends say that it's so much better if you read the book.
There is a lot. You really do have to pay attention. There's a lot going on.
So
there's a lot going on in the background. You're trying to learn about this like world that's going and like how everything happened because it's like starting after things have already happened. And so there's a lot. You have to really pay attention and kind of like talk about it. Like,
yeah, but I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but like when you like read a book and like you like watch the show from it, it's just like 10 times better. I've done that so many times with like I don't know if you guys have read the book, but it's like part of the Shadowhunter series by Cassandra Clare, like Immortal Instruments, and they have like a movie and a TV show. And I watched it, and it was 10 times better since I read the book. And I got to, like, compare it. The actors they selected for the show was,
These actors are amazing.
Yeah.
Alina, who's the main character.
What's the Darkling?
I love him as an actor,
Ben,
too. He's really good. And then Mal, Alina is, like, best friend / love triangle. Oh, he's so good. Oh, my gosh, you guys. The characters are amazing.
Oh, it's Shadow and Bone. You're right. I think. Yeah, Shadow and Bone. What's his name? Ben Barnes.
Wait, who? Which one?
He's the guy who plays General.
Yep.
Kyrian. Oh, and also the guy, if you guys watch Free Reign, the guy who plays Penn, I think. He's one of the guys in there, and I love him.
Which one's Penn? Is that him?
Mm-hmm.
He is, like, on a different group, and they just all finally got together.
Are they good or bad? Are they all good?
I don't know. He's kind of bad, but kind of good. I think he's like a bad, like they're a bad group, but I think they're gonna turn good. They're bad because they need the money, and they're doing things. But I think they'll end up doing the right thing in the end. Yeah. But like it's kind of like that. He's not like bad like the other guys. But we don't find that out till episode 5. So I'm not gonna tell you too much.
Wait, Ben Barnes.
I'm not telling you anything.
Is Ben Barnes bad?
I'm not telling you anything.
Oh yeah, wait, no, I want to read the book. Dang it! I need to read the book. I need to read the book pronto.
So Shadow and Bone, you guys check it out. What's another one? The Mortal Kombat came out on HBO Max. It was good. It had all the same music as all the old ones, so that was kind of like very Mortal Kombat like. The characters were awesome. And yeah, it was really good. It was good action. Really amazing action. Sword scenes and fighting scenes are really good.
And we also watched Tom Holland's new movie, Chaos Walking. It is so good. We rented it, and
okay, first of all, we had to rent it for $20. Just so you know, normally I'm like, no, I'll buy it for $20. I make us all wait for the buying. But like we wanted to watch that movie so
now we
bad.
rented it, but then we're gonna buy it when it comes out for people to buy.
So good.
I watched it like while we had it.
Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley from Star Wars.
Tom Holland is Spider-Man. If you guys don't know, I
think everyone knows that.
Well, I'm just saying. And Tom Holland's also just amazing actor.
So good.
It's
a really good movie, guys. You guys should watch that too. We like rented that, and actually because it was like he pays $20 for it. So like your son's at college, and so I'm like, you have like 72 hours to watch it over and over, 48 hours or something like that.
You have 40
so I was
hours.
like telling Dylan, log in and watch the movie. Like everybody needs to watch the movie because he spent $20 on this.
Have we talked about Irregulars?
I don't think so. I think we said it was coming out. Irregulars.
Okay, Irregulars is a show that we've been watching.
Also on Netflix.
I don't know.
We have 2 episodes.
We have 2 episodes left, but the thing is, they're definitely like they're the last 2, so you're gonna have to like binge it through. So that's why we're trying to like pinpoint a day.
We always do that. We're like the last 2 we know it's gonna be a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm. So that's why we're like doing that, and we're also watching Rookie.
We always watch Rookie.
Rookie's good.
Love Rookie. But the Irregulars are based off of Sherlock Holmes and
it's
Watson.
Not based off it.
They're in there. It's different with kids.
And it has like magic and like dimensions and...
Yeah. It's very different. But it's awesome. You guys should watch that too.
And there's a love triangle in there. But kind of. It's like really... Triangles. I don't know if it's a love triangle anymore though. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but like...
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, A Week Away.
Okay, I haven't watched this one yet. Brooke, don't tell me everything. A Week Away on Netflix, right? It's like a musical camp.
Yeah, so I think it's a remake of another movie called A Week Away, because this one's called A Week Away the Musical.
Oh.
So I think it's a different thing. Definitely something you can watch with like your family and stuff like that. It's really good. It's a romance kind of, but I think it's more of a coming of age type thing, even though it's only for like a week. Like it's like during a camp for like a week. But the main character finds himself at this camp because it's a Christian camp, and he's like this rebel like guy. And he goes there, and at the end it's so good. I like it.
I like the what's on the previews, like the music and dancing. It looks really good.
I actually love 2 of the songs on there.
Our next recording, we plan on recording actually Now we're all out of sorts because we usually do this every 2 weeks. We're actually going to record next weekend for episode 12. And we are planning on having a special guest. Stay tuned for that. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you see, if you want to see more. We like it. It's nice.
It's nice. Leave a comment too. We like seeing what you guys say.
Above liking and subscribing, I really like the comments.
Mm-hmm.
I love like interacting because we're a small time podcast, so I can totally respond pretty quickly actually. If you have any questions, or if you guys have any comments, or if you have any suggestions on anything that we've discussed earlier, I love it when I get tips from other people because things I didn't even think about. I love it, you guys. Go ahead and talk to us. If you want to give us an email, the email is down below. If you have anything longer you want to send me, like a long question or anything like that, go ahead and send us an email. Or if I said something too fast, or if I didn't say something, I forgot to link it, just email me and I'll get all that information to you. Once again, you can find me on Ravelry at Karmeni, just my first initial last name. And on Instagram, you can find us at SweetPea Chickadee. And other than that, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.